Welcome back everybody to chapter 4. If you have not seen chapter 3, I left the link in the description, so check that out. And I know I keep saying it, but I'm probably going to keep saying it. I really appreciate you guys being here and checking the series out. The theme for today's video, just like chapter 2, is heavy questing interlaced with some skill leveling to be able to do those quests. So understanding that my day is going to be full of questing, I actually decided to start with agility training first. We went to the Falder rooftops to continue the Marks of Grace and the Graceful Outfit grind and trained agility until level 55. Still riding the high from completing the underground pass in the previous chapter, I decided to start with the Regicide quest. And I gotta say, even though we're going to talk about it way down the line with Song of the Elves, the treatment of Aryan Wind in Song of the Elves, not a big fan. But anyway, we completed this quest and got 15k gold and almost 14k of agility experience, although no level. Feeling a bit frisky, I decided to train my second favorite skill in Slayer. You guys can comment below what you think my favorite skill is to train. But anyway, our first assignment was ghouls, and then our second assignment was vampires. For our third assignment, we got crawling hands, then we got hobgoblins. And when I went back for my fifth assignment and realized it's 100 shades, that was a tire screech, full stop, not today, Junior. Hell no. I decided to go do something else, but we did get 22 Slayer, so that was cool. That something else ended up being cooking trout until level 25, so I can also have food for later quests. And then really annoyed that I had to travel to Mauritania through the Paterdomus temple instead of using an ectofuel for 3 of the 4 of my Slayer tasks. I decided to complete the Ghost Sahoy quest that also netted me 2.4k prayer experience for a total of level 32. Next, I decided to get my hands on an Artie cape because that teleport to the monastery is super useful. In order to be able to complete all the easy achievements in Artie, however, I needed to train up my thieving. So I decided to go pickpocket farmers until level 15, and then I moved over to the Ham headquarters and trained there until level 20. Once I completed all the tasks, I happily walked on over to Two Pines, certified cool name by the way, and received my Artie cape and the 2.5k experience lamp that I used on prayer to get to level 33. Alright folks, I hope you're strapped in, because essentially at this point I decided that I am going to complete every novice quest remaining. And I'm about to fire a series of quest completions at you, Gatling gun style. So I hope you're prepared. Starting off with fishing contest, which got us to level 18 fishing. Then I herded some 6 sheep for 3.1k coins as a reward, and not surprisingly I was absolutely terrible with the bazooka. It took me forever. And then I did some charity work for the local clergy in Artie, fixing their clock tower. Next I completed the introductory quest to Herblore called Druidic Ritual. That got me 3 levels in Herblore as well. And since I was close to Birthrope, I decided to complete the Death Plateau quest that netted me 3k of attack experience to level 44. And then I headed out west to help a dwarf in need. Completed the Dwarf Cannon quest that got me 750 crafting experience to level 21, as well as the ability to use the Dwarf Cannon that's going to come in super handy when we do Slayer way down the road. The grind continues with Elemental Workshop 1 that got me 5k experience in crafting to level 27 and 5k experience in smithing to level 38. And then we completed Gertrude's Cat, which actually did get me a level in cooking to 27. Then we completed the Haziel Cult, which netted me 1.5k experience in thieving that got me to level 22. And then we had a party with some monks, completing the Monk's Friend quest for 2k woodcutting experience but no level. I really hope I didn't lose you guys yet, because if you're still here, that's mad impressive. Jungle Potion was next. That got us to level 9 Herblore. And then we completed the Murder Mystery quest that gave us 1.4k crafting experience, brought us to level 28. And then we did the Recruitment Drive quest that most notably gave us 1k experience in Prayer to level 34 and 1k experience in Herblore to level 13. And then we completed the Porcine of Interest quest for 1k Slayer experience that brought us to level 23. Next, I got to explore Corinth for the first time by walking to the various inns to complete the Client of Corinth quest. I did not play the game when Current was released, so this was all fresh and new to me, and I gotta be honest, I had mixed feelings at first, but the longer I played the game, the more I warmed up to it. But anyway, for the reward for Client of Corinth, I got 2 antique lamps that I used on rune crafting, 1000 experience that got me level 9. And then I completed the Rag and Bone 1 quest that netted me 500 cooking and prayer experience, but no level. Alright folks, home stretch here, almost done. 2 Novus quests left, the first one being Eagle's Peak that I needed Hunter level for, so I went to the Feldip Hills to catch the Feldip Weasels until level 15, and then I went to the Piscatoris Hunter area to catch Copper Longtails and the Ruby Harvest Butterflies until level 28. Then I went and completed the Eagle's Peak quest that netted me enough Hunter experience to get to level 30. Of course, right after the quest, I went and used all the eagles that I could. The one and only time I'm ever going to use that mode of transportation, just so the achievements are done. Finally, to complete the last Novus quest, I needed a train construction. And if you're like me starting from level 1, the best way to go about it is to complete the Daddy's Home mini quest, because it gets you to level 8 construction when done. It also gives you a crate full of supplies, and also gives you a free house if you haven't purchased one yet. Then I went into build mode in my house and built some chairs until I got to level 10 construction. So now that all of our training was complete, we were able to tackle the last Novus quest, Tower of Life. And after scaring the bejesus out of some deranged wizards and freeing the creature, we were able to complete the quest, leveling in crafting to 29, in thieving to 23, and construction to 14. Which brings us to the end of chapter 4. Another quest heavy day, but we did do quite a bit of leveling in between, which is always nice. But here's the progress check for chapter 4. We were able to increase our total skill level from 508 to 665. So once again, some major leaps in character progression. But I'll be honest with you guys, moving forward, that focus on questing is only going to get more intense. At this point, I decided that I'm going to go after completing all the intermediate quests and leveling where I have to in order to be able to do them. So that's exactly what you guys are going to see in the next several videos. Specifically though, for chapter 5, I'm going to leave you with this. You're finally going to see me go into the desert. Anyway, as always, it's been a pleasure, and thank you so much for hanging out with me in this video. I hope you guys enjoy these, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.